We have found the beautiful, or the very good-looking young Avoca males. I do believe it is the young Avoca males. There are 3 of them here, and they are very close from where we had their tracks earlier. We were following up on the screams and shouts of those baboons, which we're still going to have to probably go follow up on, because no one has found whatever it is that was causing them all their distress, as these 3 males have decided that they've had enough walking for the day, and they are going to lie very flat, characteristic lion style. And they're looking very good. No real big scars on them at the moment, anything fresh or new. And they were definitely calling not so long ago. Taylor heard them at about 6:15, 10:06 South African time. So what was that? No, an hour ago. They would have been calling, announcing their presence, and they came in from the south. So they are surely moved into Djuma as a whole and are claiming it now for themselves, challenging the aging Birminghams in the south to come and claim it back. Very regal, isn't he? Patrick, they do have scruffy little manes. It's just that sort of change between adolescent and adult. And there's belief that after a bit of sort of testosterone build-up through fighting, that mane will actually develop a lot more. After they've had a number of scraps, testosterone forces it to develop and grow more. And you can see that just above his ear, there's still a few patches. But the 2 on the other side here are looking a lot more pronounced in their mane development compared to last time I saw them. So they're suddenly becoming men. Even though he's looking very flat. He is the biggest of the 3, I do believe. He's a very big male. Zach, I don't know what's been happening. We heard some very interesting noises on our way down. It sounded like hippo, but then it sounded like lion fighting, but it sounded like there was a hyena in the mix. It was very confusing. There were some tracks on top or around the lion tracks as I was going down to follow up on the baboon sounds of a hippo. And maybe these lions decided to give him a little bit of a run around, and he had a bit of a shout at him. Very hard to say. We haven't seen the evidence, but I don't think it would be beneath them to try and give a hippo a bit of a hiding. Unsuccessfully though, it probably would be. Ooh, isn't that a beautiful shot? So Impala spotted them, that's what we heard. They communicated with Texan on the radio and they were able to find them. It's amazing how by just switching off and listening, a lot of animals can be found that way. And they are right here in the heart of Djuma. You can see there hasn't been too much fighting. You can see his face is still very pretty. If you compare the Birmingham boy's face to that, much more battle scarred. A new heavyweight emerging into the arena, yet to be tried and tested too much. Their time will come. Ravinda, you want to know why they're back in the reserve? Well, they're not being challenged. The Birminghams haven't come north again. They seem to have been sucked down south into sort of better Pride Land area. And the Avocas have called. They've eaten a buffalo. They spent a week here on the buffalo. They're moving around just, without a challenge. You basically do what you want. This other one is up here, Sense. He's a very powerful looking individual, the one on the right here. And there's a classic regal lion pose right there. So the Avocas have come in, they've probably been scent marking, they've been calling, and yet no one has come to challenge that, so they'll continue to do so, unopposed. The easy way in is unopposed. If there was a challenge, there would definitely be a lot more blood shed and more scars on the face of these three. Okay, well it seems Taylor's been able to keep up with the cheetah. Let's go back to her.